Hey, what's going on YouTube? Back with another video, and today we're gonna just talk about something totally different. We ain't talking about Cody or keto or Make More Online. We're talking about newborns. That's right, talking about newborns, stuff and tips for new dads who don't their first child, they're having a newborn, what to expect in the 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks to the month when you have a child at home, what to expect, what to prepare for, what I've experienced with having a newborn. And here we go, straight to the point. Having a newborn is something totally different, okay? What I suggest men do with, husbands or dads, whatever, whoever's, take time off. Take as much time as you can. Take at least 2-3 weeks. If you could take 2 weeks, take 2 weeks. If you take 3 weeks, what I did was I took 2 weeks off from work and I had a week to use. I could plug it in different days, and see if, in case something happens or she gets sick or the baby gets sick, you can take time off for that. So always have time off spare, but take at least 2 weeks. Now, on these 2 weeks off, while the baby's there, you be what I call in a twilight zone, where the baby needs to be fed every 2 hours. In the first 2 weeks, he needs to be fed every 2 hours or every time they get up. So you're getting up 1 in the morning, she's breastfeeding or pumping or formula or whatever. You feed them at 1 o'clock, and then you have to get them up to feed them again because they're so young. So the first week is it's the roughest week because you have to get them up to feed them. Don't let them sleep too long because you have to get the nutrients in. So the first week's the roughest week. And then, every 2 hours they're up. So you don't know what day it is in the week. You don't know what time it is. You don't know what's going on because all you know is you have to get up in 2.5 hours to feed this baby, burp them, change the diaper, and then they'll fall back asleep. Or you put them asleep. Then you wait another 2 hours. So you take shifts. I let my wife sleep after she finishes breastfeeding, and I'll stay up with him in case he wakes up. But I'll stay up with him. But the key is to sleep when they sleep. But people say sleep when they go to sleep, which is true. You should do that. But sometimes during the day, when you have things to do, bills to pay, go to the bank, stuff for the house, it's hard to sleep. It's hard to sleep while they sleep and get things done. So you got to kind of have an even balance. You got to kind of have, sleep at nighttime. At 8, 9 o'clock when it gets those type of hours, take a nap during the day, by nighttime, wait till late to go to bed. That way you get some sleep and get some things done. Expect to wake up crying, expect to wake up middle of the night, expect to get that much sleep. Okay, not get a whole lot of sleep. Your job as a dad, as a father, is to get up, change the diaper, give it to the mom. Or if they're breastfeeding, if they're not breastfeeding on formula, you can feed them or she can feed them. But if she's sleeping, you go ahead, change the diaper, and you feed them. Be up for a little while. Then it's just her turn, and take turns back and forth. But we're breastfeeding, so mainly I just get up, change them, hand them to her. She'll breastfeed, she'll burp them, and then put them down. And I'm half asleep during that time. It's easier when you're not working because you can stay up as long as you want. You don't gotta work. You have family coming over. You gotta deal with that. But when you go back to work the next 2 weeks, the third week of back to work, that's the challenge because you've been sleeping in, not sleeping in, but going to bed super late. Your kid don't know day from night, and you have to get up 6 or 7 in the morning to go to work. So you're gonna have to plan to sleep when you get home. If he goes to bed around, it's always different. If he goes to bed around 10:30, I might stay up because he'll get up around 12 o'clock. And then she'll feed him, and he pretty much will fall asleep 1 to like 3 or 4 in the morning. He's up again. Expect to get no sleep. That's another thing. Expect to get no sleep. You may get 4 hours, squeeze in 4. The most you'll get is 4 hours. Because the baby's going to get up. 4 hours your max. If you get 3.5, 4, you got some sleep. You're not getting much sleep. I go to bed, Sunday night at 12. I get up at 3 to change him, go back to bed. He'll get up at 6. Like, he'll get up again. So you get no sleep, you get no peace, unless in-laws come in, unless people stay at your house that will help you. That's where you get sleep. When they can feed them and they can help, that's when you get some sleep and some rest. Because one day during that 2-week twilight zone, I slept for a long time because the godmother, his godmother came and she fed him. My wife had breast milk in the bottle. She fed him, changed him, put him to sleep, and I was like, man, did the baby cry? It was like, I know I slept for like 6 hours. I felt relieved. I felt great. My body felt good. I want normal. So these tips are for, first-time dads. Expect not to get sleep. Expect to be in a twilight zone. Expect to have family and friends ask about the baby. Don't really care about you. All they want to see is the baby. Prepare for that. Prepare to do all these changes. Prepare for all of that stuff. Okay? Prepare for all that. It's going to happen. And then you can do about it. Roll with the punches. Go with it. Try to get a schedule together. And make sure you and your wife or your spouse are on the same page. Make sure you do this, I do that. To have teamwork, cohesion. Because the worst thing it is to be mad at somebody and you got a 2-week-old crying and y'all two can't get along. That's the worst thing you can do. So, man, to try to, be supportive of her because she's had a child. Be supportive of her. Anything she needs, go ahead and give it to her. Be supportive. She going attachment to the child. She's gonna be more emotionally involved because she carried them for 9 months. Yeah, keep that in mind as well. So keep that in mind. So it's not rough. It's rough for both parents. I'm work now, and I'm already. If he goes to bed around 11:30, I'm going to bed. But if he goes to bed around 10:30, if he falls asleep, I'll wait until he'll wake up again, because that's when he'll sleep again. That way it's around 12:30. He'll feed, go to bed at 1. He might sleep till 4. Then I might go lay back down for 1.5 hours. Then time for work. So you gotta kind of plan your sleep around their schedule. Right now they're in charge. Plan around their schedule. So. And that's it for this video. This video about first-time dads. I might do some more video first-time dads, but I don't know. I made a video a couple of days ago of him waking up in the morning, and that's why I go through. He's hard to wake up in the morning. He tosses and turns, eyes closed for a long time. So it's fun. Abundance of joy what they are. So this is Todd for That'sKing.com. Thanks for watching my video. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.